a lot of great people coming. Okay, we can move on. Since we have so many people attending, we definitely want to touch on safety. During a life and death medical emergency, we always want to check, call, care. So we'll check the scene for safety, check the victim, see if they're conscious, they're breathing. Then the convention center asks us to actually call 911 first. So you will call 911, tell them the type of emergency, number of people involved, location of emergency. So you can say, I'm in room 330 at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. An attendee was sitting in his chair and fell over, clutching his chest, having trouble breathing. So remain with the person who needs help, and help will be on the way. They told us that it takes about 5 minutes for an ambulance to get to the convention center. So after you call 911, they also ask you to alert security control or our event manager at the convention center, and their phone numbers are listed on this slide as well as in the volunteer guide. And then you can contact Ann or myself. If the person, if it's a smaller medical situation, there's we have an EMT on site, and the first aid room is on the second floor behind Exhibit Hall B, and I'll show you that when we get to the maps later. Okay. In an evacuation type situation, please remain calm. The convention center will give everyone instructions over the PA system, so just listen and follow carefully. In the volunteer handbook, we also have further information about evacuation procedures, so you can look through that when you have time. So before you leave, we ask that you please read and familiarize yourself with information about SBC and SAME. Bring your reference materials with you. The guidebook has the schedule, phone numbers, a lot of questions people will ask you. The answer will most likely be in the guide for you. I would also take a program when you're on site and bring that with you as well. I would download the SAME Events app, and we also ask that you put Suzanne and my cell phone numbers into your phone, so you'll already have that handy when you arrive. Attire. Please wear comfortable shoes because you'll be standing and walking around a lot. The conference attire is business casual. However, if you are doing bag stuffing on Monday, you can wear casual attire. Just make sure you wear closed-toe shoes because you'll be doing the bag stuffing in the exhibit hall. We will be providing you with a blue fleece vest that you can pick up in the volunteer lounge. The vests are yours to keep. When you are not working, we just ask that you take the vest off. You can leave it in the volunteer lounge if you'd like, just so we know that you're not working and we're not going to take you away from what you're doing at the conference. And that's it. Okay. On site, we ask that you arrive to your assignment early to give you enough time to first check in with Suzanne in the volunteer office, room 312, pick up your fleece, get trained if needed, and get any answer or questions that you have answered. If you're running late, do not worry, it happens to the best of us. Just please let Suzanne know and we can have someone fill in while you are out. When you're done with your volunteer duty, we also ask that you just go back to the volunteer office and let Suzanne know that you have completed your task. Volunteering is a great way to meet other members and network, so don't forget to bring your business cards and have fun. Does anyone have any questions right now?
doesn't look like we've got any questions coming in, Amira, so I guess we can move on.
Okay. So, volunteer positions. On Monday, we will have bag stuffing. So you'll meet in Hall A, that's the exhibit hall, and basically we'll just be filling the conference bags with the program. We have a passport there for people to go around the exhibit hall and get the passport stamped and win a prize. And also we have sponsored items that will be going into the bag. If you're a human arrow, you'll be directing attendees to desired meeting locations and answering any questions. If you are an exhibit hall monitor, you'll be walking around the exhibit hall and taking note of any exhibitors who are tearing down early. Exhibitors are not to tear down their booth until Thursday after the reception at 6:30. So when you get to the hall, you can go to the SAME booth and we'll hand you a program and a highlighter, and basically you just highlight those who are tearing down early. If you're a floater, you're going to fill in wherever needed, and if you are working the networking roundtables, you will help people check in and direct people to the host tables. Each host is assigned a table number, so you'll just help people get to the correct table. All right, if you are volunteering with the education sessions and briefings or the Friday networking luncheons, after you check in at the volunteer office, you will go to room 309. That is the speaker ready room. You will meet with our program manager, Belle Fabraro, and she will give you a PDH scanner if your session gives out PDHs. She'll assign you to a session room, and this will also be time to ask her any questions you have about your task. If there is a session that you're interested in sitting in on, just ask Belle if you can volunteer for that session, and she'll be happy to let you do that. So when you get to the session room, you're going to want to make sure that the signage outside the door is correct. We have so many signs. We do have someone who's tasked to put the signs up, but we just want to make sure that everything is right. If you are working the Friday lunch, people attending will have a ticket to enter, so you'll take tickets and then also scan badges because you can get PDH credit for the lunches. During the halfway point of the session, we ask that you take a count of the people in the session room. And then during the Q&A portion of the session, there are microphones in the room that you can use to pass to attendees who have any questions. When the session is over, just do a clean sweep of the room, basically go to the head table on the riser and clear any of the speaker papers or trash. We also have bottled water. Remove those that have been used and replace them with new ones for the speakers in the next session. And then you can go back to the speaker ready room and give Belle the number of people who are in the room. Okay. So those of you who will be volunteering at registration, oops, sorry, I just saw a question. Are we supposed to return and record number of attendees at sessions? Yes. So you'll take number, write it down, and then at the end of the session, go back to the speaker ready room and give Belle the count. Okay, so back to expression. Okay, so registration. If you are working registration, you will be doing the express registration. So you are going to be the first people that attendees see. So when you see them, welcome them and ask them, are you already registered? And if they say, yes, I am, then they should probably have their confirmation email that everyone received this week has a barcode on it. And if they have that with them, you will take that and scan it. If they do not have that with them, they can also bring it up on their phone and scan it, or if they don't have that either, they can enter their name. So, so you'll get them scanned, and then their name badge will be printed, as well as drink tickets. And if they're going to the luncheon, they'll receive their ticket for entry for the luncheon. Also, at the bottom of the name badge, you will see the type of registration they have and the color badge that you will give them. So Anne is highlighting that right there. Okay, so you'll see here, it says full conference green. So you will give them the green name badge. If they are an exhibitor, they will either have a navy blue badge or a royal blue badge. So it will say that on the bottom as well. On the left-hand side of the badge, if you see the letters NM, that stands for non-member. So you can say, oh, well, if you're interested in becoming a member, when the exhibit hall is open, please visit the SAME booth to talk about membership opportunities. Also, you might see the letters FT, which stands for first timer. So if you see that, ask them, oh, is this your first time attending SBC? If they say yes, we will actually have badge holders that have a first timer sticker on it, so you can give them that badge. I know this probably sounds like a lot to do, but trust me, once you register, you know, 1 or 2 people, you'll get the hang of it. Oh, I forgot to say, full service registration. The full service registration desk is going to be handled by the SAME national staff. Your point of contact will be Jackie Barrett. So if someone is not registered, you will send them to the full service desk. If they have a balance due, their badge will not print out, so you'll send them to full service. Also, if they need to update their registration, do a substitution, anything like that, you'll send them to full service. And if people have questions that you don't have the answer to, also send them to the full service registration desk. Okay, does anyone have any questions so far? Okay. So moving right along, SBC Technology. There will be Wi-Fi available in all the common areas, meeting rooms, and in the exhibit hall. The network name is SAME SBC, and the password is Jacob 2017. This information will be listed in our program, and we'll also have signage as well. Our SBC website is now mobile friendly, so you can also access that on your phone. On the SBC website, you can download any session handouts. You can search for exhibitors. In our attendee service center, you can download the attendee list. You can create an itinerary, and you can also request appointments for the networking roundtables, which we'll discuss further later on. All right, we have an SAME app where you can download the SBC app. So what you'll want to do is search for SAME events. If you already have this app on your phone and you open it, it might take you to the JTC event app first. So don't freak out if you see that. You'll see you'll tap start in the lower right corner of it, and then you'll tap meetings, and then you'll see all of the different event icons, and you'll click on the 2016 Small Business app. If anyone's having issues, they can go to full service and they'll help you with that. All right, so now we'll talk about schedule and where everything is. So we basically have the entire convention center on the second. So when people arrive, they will take the escalators from the ground level up to the second floor. So on the second floor, we have our exhibit hall, which is exhibit hall A. We have our networking roundtable sessions, which will be in exhibit hall B. And we'll have our plenary sessions in exhibit hall C. Also on the second floor will be our full service registration desk, and there will be 2 express kiosks. The internet cafe, people can print out their handouts. They can also print their airplane tickets and all of that. And we'll also have free luggage and coat check on the second floor Wednesday through Friday. And also in the back of Hall B, that is where the first aid room will be. So from the second floor, to get to the sessions, you will take one of 2 escalators, which Anne is pointing out right now, if you can see the slides.
Also, there is a nursing mother's room here on the 3rd floor, and it's just, I lost my little laser pointer. It's just here by the elevator. The elevator is right here, and the nursing mother's room is there, just in case anybody should ask about that. Back to you, Amira.
Okay, thanks. So the 3rd level is where all of our offices and session rooms are. So the volunteer lounge, okay, so before I forget, you go up the escalator and then you're gonna have to go down this corridor. And this is where, so then you turn the corner and the volunteer lounge will be in room 312. We also have the staff office in 308 and speaker ready room across from it in 309. Also, we have the 3rd express registration kiosk. Sorry, Anne. We have the 3rd express registration kiosk on the 3rd floor. It's close to the entrance where the Westin connects to the convention center. So anyone staying at the Westin can go through there, and there will be an express registration kiosk right there. Okay, now we can move on. All right, so on Tuesday on the 3rd floor, we have an SNPS course in room 328. Our board meeting will take place in room 303 and 305. We also have some training sessions in 310, 311, and our president's reception will be in the East Atrium.
And if any of you did not receive our invitation to the President's Reception, you are more than welcome to attend, and that's happening Tuesday evening from 5 to 6:30 p.m. We will be recognizing your wonderful member, Jack Goga, I think his last name is, so we'd love to see you there.
All right. Peter just asked a question, where are the committee meetings taking place? Perfect timing, because they are right here. They will also be taking place on the 3rd floor. So they're either going to be on the side as you get up the escalators, or you go down the corridor as well. So all committee and council meetings will be taking place on the 3rd floor. Also, our education and briefings will be on the 3rd floor between rooms 301 through 321. Same thing, Thursday, sessions, 3rd floor. We also have a CEO roundtable taking place on Thursday, and that's in room 303, 305. The Fellows Luncheon will be in Ballroom B, and that is open to SAME Fellows. Friday, same thing, except continental breakfast on Friday will be on the 3rd floor in this gallery area in front of the 301, 305 session rooms. On the 4th floor, on Tuesday and Wednesday, the Air Force will be having a meeting up there. It's a private meeting. But on Friday, this is where we will have all of our small business networking luncheon. So if you're working that or attending it, it is on the 4th floor. All right, so what is new this year? The small business networking luncheons. We're really excited about it. Every single lunch has been filled, I'm sorry, I can't talk. They're all sold out is what I'm trying to say. So we've put together a really great program. You can get PDH credit. So hopefully those of you attending will have a good time. RSVP is required. So when people attend, they have to give them the ticket that they get when they print out their name badge. All right, so as I said before, level 2, that's where registration is, internet cafe, coat and luggage check. I put the hours of registration on here, and also networking roundtable will have a little table where people can assist on level 2 by registration. These are exhibit hall hours, which are also listed in the program and in the volunteer guide. So Tuesday is exhibitor move-in, Wednesday morning is exhibitor move-in, and then it's open to everyone after the opening plenary session in the afternoon. So there will be lunch in the exhibit hall Wednesday. On Thursday, there will be continental breakfast in the exhibit hall. There will be lunch in the exhibit hall Thursday, and also networking reception on Thursday evening, and then exhibitor move out begins at 6:30. Friday, the exhibit hall is closed, and that's more time for exhibitors to move out. So in the exhibit hall, there will be beverage stations and water coolers throughout the exhibit hall and in the cafes. As I said, lunch will be served in the exhibit hall on Wednesday and Thursday. Continental breakfast will be served Thursday morning, and we'll also have specialty breaks in the afternoon in the SAME booth Wednesday and Thursday afternoon. The SAME booth is there, so people can get help with membership, advertising, booth and sponsorship information. We have a passport drawing there. We have a web survey and also networking roundtable appointment assistance in the SAME booth on Wednesday. We have networking receptions Wednesday evening and Thursday evening. And also in the front of the hall, we have a relaxation lounge so people can unwind, get a chair massage. And we also have our small business council booth there in 257. In the exhibit hall, we also have the Innovation Theater. It's located in the back of the hall, so different companies are giving presentations during throughout the day, Wednesday and Thursday. The schedule is also in the program and in the volunteer handbook. So this is the exhibit hall floor plan. So you can see where all of the beverage stations are, the relaxation lounge, the SAME booth, Innovation Theater in the back. Also, since the exhibit hall is connected to Hall B, which is the networking roundtable, we will have air walls open, so you can go back and forth from the exhibit hall to the networking roundtables on Thursday. Also, we have overflow seating, so if people are running out of space to sit, they can go from Hall A into Hall B, and there will be more seating there as well. All right, meetings. I won't go through each individual meeting, but basically Tuesday, we have our board meeting. Wednesday, we have our committee and council meetings, which are open to anyone. These are all on the 3rd floor. Our invite-only meetings on Wednesday are RVP meeting and foundation board meeting. Thursday, we have a USAG meeting, which is invite-only. We have our fellows luncheon and CEO roundtable. The Air Force and USAFE will be holding private meetings as well during the conference. If a company comes up to you and asks if there are any rooms available for them to hold a meeting, we have pop-up meeting rooms available. There's a fee associated, so just have them contact me. Each room has a sign outside of it as well, so it has my contact information. All right, networking roundtables, and we'll go over.
Hey everyone, I wanted to go over a little more in depth about the networking roundtables because typically there are many questions about this. People don't necessarily read the materials, and we just want to make sure that you understand the way it works, so if you get any questions that you can communicate correctly. So we have a number of public agencies and large businesses who have signed up to host networking roundtables throughout the conference. The actual networking roundtables are taking place Thursday and Friday. The meetings themselves are 20-minute long meetings, and there's a 10-minute increment in between each meeting. Small businesses have the opportunity to meet with these table hosts, and at any given time during the appointments, basically 5 individual small business representatives can meet with the table hosts. The appointments are requested via the Attendee Service Center on the SBC website. So we've got 2 people who will serve as concierges who are available throughout the conference to provide assistance. And I think Amira covered a couple times when those were going to be. So the small businesses are asked to arrive to the networking roundtable 10 minutes prior to their appointment. The sessions are in Exhibit Hall B, as previously noted. These are roundtable appointments. So basically, as I said, 5 individuals can meet with the table host at the time. The point of this meeting is not for the small business to be giving a pitch of why the table host should be working with the small business. It is to have a dialogue about maybe what opportunities are available from the table host, advice on how to work with the table host, and etc. Of course, we are unable to be at every meeting, and so it's up to the table host to really, if the meeting is going in that direction, it is up to the table host to redirect the conversation. The table host is responsible for either accepting or declining the appointment request. It is all through the SBC website. Unfortunately, SAME has no responsibility as far as whether or not someone's appointment is accepted. We can't force the table host to log into their account and make sure that they are keeping up with their appointments. We certainly have communicated them with this many times that they need to be checking the appointments. So, you know, if you get any questions from folks saying, I don't know about my appointment, it hasn't been accepted, it hasn't been declined, especially if this is on Wednesday, I would tell the individual, you know, why don't you go to the booth of that organization and ask them, are they keeping their appointments or not? Because there are so many appointments, we have, I think, about 75 different table hosts. You know, we are getting folks that are adding, you know, coming on board. So we do encourage attendees to check on a regular basis whether or not there are appointments available. And we are communicating with the table host that they should continue to check their appointments because people can continue to request appointments even on site. We definitely encourage small businesses to bring their capability statements and all the information that they have about their company to the Roundtable appointments. This is a very popular aspect of the conference. We did change to the current system we were using last year. So last year, just in all honesty, it didn't go so great because people didn't really get it. We are seeing much triple improvement over the attention to this by the table hosts over last year. So we're looking forward to a great networking roundtable. Are there any questions about the networking roundtables? We'll just say we will have 2 check-in desks at the networking roundtables, and those of you who have volunteered and are working at the networking roundtables, what you are going to be asked to do, we'll give you a list of the table hosts and the table number. So basically what you're going to be doing is helping people find the location of who they're meeting with. And we can try and give you a list of the appointments. Unfortunately, there's so much paper and schedules involved. I'm not sure that we can do that. But basically, you're just really a resource for them to help. And if you can't answer any of the questions, you can just direct individuals to the 2 different check-in concierges who will be there to help. So if there's any questions on that, let us know. And I see someone submitted a question saying that her flight is, if the flight is delayed, who should I contact? If your schedule is delayed in any way, you should reach out to Suzanne Thomas, the volunteer coordinator. Her information is in the guide. Please do call her and let her know if you're going to be late, if something has happened that you can't show up. This way we can backfill your position. So great question. Any other questions right now? Doesn't look like it. So Amira, back to you.
Okay, thank you. All right, young member activities. Our young member council is amazing and they have set up a lot of activities. Wednesday, they have a breakfast. There's a young member meeting Wednesday morning as well in room 310, 311. Thursday night, reception in the exhibit hall in the Innovation Theater. There will be a camp mentor program reception with camp directors and young members. And then if you're interested in anything that the young members are doing, I suggest joining the GroupMe chat, and they'll be posting meetups there. And the slide has the information on how to do the group chat or GroupMe. Okay, So when you're at SBC, you will probably get the question, where is the 2018 Small Business Conference going to be? It's going to be on October 31st through November 2nd in New Orleans, which we are very excited about. And then we also, for 2018, we have our SM workshop in San Antonio in February. We also have our transition workshop and job fair in February in Maryland. Our DoD briefings and Golden Eagle dinner will be held in March at the North Bethesda, Maryland. JETC 2018 will be May 23rd to the 25th in Kansas City. For 2018, it's going to be Tuesday through Friday, right, Ann? Is it Tuesday, Friday?
Yes.
Tuesday through Friday, which is different from past years. And then in August, we will have our Post Leaders Workshop. So hopefully we'll see you guys at these events as well. All right, this concludes our volunteer webinar. Thank you all so much for everything you will be doing during the conference. We really appreciate it. Does anyone have any questions?
And we have recorded this. I will say I started the recording a little bit late, but we will get this posted. So if anyone missed it, it looks like we had about 25 people log in. So if you are speaking with anyone, just tell them that they can listen to the recording. And if you did not receive the handouts, Amira did email these slides as well as the volunteer guide. If you did not receive them, A, please check your spam, and B, if it's not in there, shoot Amira an email and she can resend them. And her email address is akruyne@same.org. All righty.
Well,
great.
See you guys speak.
Yes. Thank you again for your time today. We know a lot of you may have off. So thank you for joining us. Thank you so much to all of the veterans who are on the line. We appreciate your service. And to all of you, we appreciate your hard work next week at SBC. Thanks so much and have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.